Auxiliary tracks. Auxiliary tracks are tracks that are used to apply different mixing down techniques in a final mix. They can be effectively used to add different levels of an effect, such as reverb, in each individual instrument in a piece. We will use two auxiliary tracks, one for compression and one for reverb. Add in an auxiliary track. Make sure that you are in the mix window in Pro Tools, Command equal, go to the track menu and select New. Then type in 2 for the number, and in the drop-down box, the first one, select Stereo, and then in the second box, select Auxiliary Input. In the first auxiliary track, we will add compression. Above the fader, there is a spot for inserts. Click the first insert spot and scroll down to the multi-channel plugin, then Dynamics, and choose the plugin Compressor/Limiter Dynamic 3 Stereo. Once the plugin is in place, there are only two knobs that need to be changed. The thresh knob, or threshold, must be brought to about -0.3 to -0.9. Then, the ratio knob must be brought all the way up to 100:1. Now in the second auxiliary track, we will put in the reverb plugin. Click the first insert spot and scroll down to the multi-channel plugins, and then click Reverb and select Air Reverb. The individual settings from here are based on the personal tastes, but we will put reverb on violins, so we will make some changes to the default settings. We will turn the reverb time knob to 2.4 seconds, and we will change the hall type under Early Reflections to Concert Hall. Now that the plugins are set, we must set up the buses and sends. On the choir, we will create a send. Below inserts on the audio tracks of the choir is where the sends are. Click the first slot, select bus, and then select bus 9-10. This will bring up a new fader, and this will also control how loud the track will be and how the plugins will do, which we will have to put -5 dB so to not overwhelm the dry audio. This is up to your personal taste. We must set up the input of the auxiliary tracks to bus 9-10 by clicking the first box under the input-output, which will compress the audio before sending it to reverb. The output of the first auxiliary track will be sent to bus 11-12, and the second auxiliary track's input should be set to bus 11-12. The output of the second auxiliary track should be out 1-2. From here on, we can adjust the reverb level based on the individual taste.